see you, 313. We'll wait a few more minutes for a few more people to come in. We're just going to chill out for a few minutes and do those reviews for the things that happened over the weekend for our hot topics. So how is everybody feeling tonight? Me, I am totally winding down from that traffic jam madness that I was in forever, from like 4:45 until I think like 6:45. It was horrible. Ooh, so I had to come home and take a deep breath and regroup and just relax. So just wanted to come in and chill out with you guys today. Hey, Leangela. So today I am going to talk about the series. I don't know if you guys have Netflix, but for those that do, or you need to go get it, because they have a lot of good documentaries and series that is on TV. Hey, Nita B. Hey, Thais Red. Hey, Mama Bodacious. Well, I like Netflix because it's available whenever I want to watch it. I don't have to pay this big old cable fee. Hey, Positive. I can pull up what I want when I want to watch. And once you start watching a couple of things, it'll kind of pick your movies for you. So I watched this series called 13 Reasons Why. And the reason why it got me hooked is because it's pretty much dealing with a lot of issues that we growing up didn't have to deal with in this sense. Yeah, there was bullying and it was the popular kids and, you know, the nerds and the jocks. Yes, it was like that in high school, but I don't know what the kids are made of nowadays. I think they made of like Play-Doh. They got strong. They just, everything is they gonna die of everything. Where we took a lot, you know, we didn't want to blow up the school. You know, if I had a problem with you and you had a problem with me, you know, we hashed it out. You know, I'm gonna see you at 3:00 and you know, we gonna talk about it. And, you know, and the next day we would be playing together. That's just how it was. And now the children nowadays have just taken things to the extreme. And where the internet plays in is we didn't have those things available at that time. So you had the bullying in school and you didn't have to deal with it to the next day when you got there. But now the bullying continues to go on because we have social media, we have cell phones and text messaging and Snapchat and just all the different kind of avenues where you can get that person continuously. So there isn't a break. So the show is called 13 Reasons Why. Oh my God, I know what's wrong. My phone's gonna die. Hold on 1 second. This is a mess. Give me a second. It's totally not right. I'm just trying to plug my phone up before it dies. Okay. All right. So the show is called 13 Reasons Why, and story comes on and it's narrated by the young lady who is deceased. So I can tell you that because the first scene tells you that she's dead. So I'm not spoiling it for you to go watch it. So we already know she's dead. Ooh, you killed her already. All right. So she's telling us the reasons why, and it's supposed to be 13 reasons why she's dead. So there's 2 seasons. So the first season tells of the 13 reasons why, and the next seasons basically focus on the repercussions of what's happened to the 13 reasons why, or the 13 things that were involved. So I was sitting back and I was watching it and I was so eager to see it because I waited like a year for it to come back on. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna see what it's about. And it came back on. It dropped at 8 a.m. UK time, so that will be 3 a.m. the United States time. So that tells you I really want to see the show. Okay. So it comes on. Well, I'm gonna go to the first show. So I was just thinking, I'm just gonna sum this up. The first season was it was a lot. It took you through a lot of stages to put you in her shoes. So you got to walk through high school with her and the things that she was dealing with. And the majority of these children in this show are rich, and then there's one poor kid. So you know the poor kid is just the worst person. And he is initially, he's the poor kid, and he is the initiator of all the issues this young lady was having. because he started. So she killed herself because of that. We know that because that's the first episode. She tells when it comes on, you're talking to her ghost, or you're talking to her before she killed herself. So season 2 came on, and it gave you a recap of season 1, and it also pulled and tied in people that you may not have noticed in that first episode of 13 Reasons Why. So when you be watching it, you will wonder why people were looking a certain way, but they all came together. So before I got to the end of the series, I stopped it. And I was saying, you know what, let's go back to the beginning and actually see what is the 13 Reasons Why. And when I started watching them all together, the 13 Reasons Why of her death is none of the things that I saw in this. I can give 13 reasons why she was dead and has nothing to do with anything that she said. But if you watch the story, it really is. Number 1, she was too young to be doing all the things that she was doing. Number 2, the parents were unattentive. They let these kids go around here and acting like they were grown. So that's number 3. There was underage drinking and drug abuse, promiscuity, insecurities, lack of direction, too much time on their hand. It's just so many things that was just going on in this. And then you go into people that you realize that these children they needed therapy. That's another thing that they needed. The parents needed to take more responsibility of the things that were happening to this young lady and to all of their children. Just how easy it is, you're able to buy guns, and how we fail to see that our children have big issues. And since we're not involved, or we don't make ourselves become involved, we're obsolete to know any of the things that they're dealing with. And I just felt that they need to rename this story The Parents, because everything went back to the parents. It had really nothing to do with the children. A lot of the issues that these children had and they brought back to school were the issues that were deflecting on them from their parents, and they needed a relief or a way to lash out or a way to get themselves or feel like they were in control, because they had no control in their household. And I just felt that the parents just gave these children just free reign to do whatever. And in the midst of all of the madness, a young lady had to lose her life. And a ton of other people in this story, their lives changed dramatically. You know, there was a rape, and showing how our schools are not attentive. They just pass them. Or how if you're a jock, you don't really have to work hard because it's going to be, you know, already paid for you. Or especially, and if you're rich, you can get away with anything. You can pay, you have the best lawyers, you have everybody behind you because your money is ruling things. And it wasn't a true story, but you could place this event in just about every school nowadays. And it's just really, really sad because no one is paying attention to what the children are doing. And then what gets their attention is something traumatic has to happen. Someone is killing themselves, you know, and I feel like that is our fault. We are not paying attention to our children. We're not being attentive. We're not seeing, is everything okay? Pay attention, get up out of ourselves and go see what's going on with someone that's in your household that you are that shepherd over. Because we don't know. A kid will come home and tell you everything's fine. I know from what I deal with, my nephew will never tell you there's anything wrong. You have to sit down and talk to him. And I'll take his phone and I'm going through his phone and I'm asking him this, that, and the third, what's going on? We don't take out the time because we're so caught up in social media, or we're caught up in ourselves, or we're caught up in television. And then saying, yeah, I will binge watch something. But I don't watch it because, it's entertainment. I watch it because I want to see, first of all, this is what the media is saying. They're putting this out there for us. We have Logic out with that suicide song. It's so much cyberbullying and the bullying that we received on the internet. So everything is just geared in that way. So I looked at that in the sense of I want to know what's going on and what is this really saying? Because when they put this out there, it's not for it's letting you know this is what's going on. So I don't believe this story was made up. And I just thought it was saddening to just sit back and see how these children were allowed to do things. And, you know, I'm sitting back and I'm like, they're all underage drinking. But one of the statements in there, one of the teenagers, he's not even, I think he's 17. he comes home late. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and the parents weren't really concerned about him coming home late. And they were like, "Are you drunk on a school night?" I'm looking like, why would he be drunk at all? What kind of parent are you? And sitting down and having wine with their kids. I'm all for it. You're a senior, you're graduating, it's prime time. You may want a glass of wine to celebrate. I get that. And to me, I feel like there's just certain things that you do with your children. I would never sit up and have a drink with my mother. That's just not me. It's been situations where I've been ill, and I don't know if people were in Atlanta, they know my situation, but that was a dire issue, so I had to take my medicine. That's just it. But it's just a level of respect that we should have between parent and child. You are not your child's best friend. You are their parent. We have a problem because we want our child to think that we're cool, and we want to be that good parent that stands out. You cannot be your child's best friend. It's just not going to work. So sitting back watching this, I'm just looking like this is the issue on this. And I feel like if we take more responsibility, hey, Miss T, for ourselves and our children, a lot of these things could be prevented. A lot of the parents in this show, it was people in their house they didn't know, drug addicts in their house they didn't know, children out doing just about everything they didn't know, parents that were never in the house. The kid just did whatever, and he was the worst child ever who manipulated the whole school, but he was the richest person in town, so everybody respected him. Hey, Miss Tammy. They knew he was bad. I mean, everybody played into this person being bad, and it's because his money ruled it. His family paid for the football field and the uniform. I mean, they really controlled it, and it was just like, I'm not going to tell you what happened, but it's just terrible. And it just promotes that it's okay, as long as you got money, you can get out of everything. And I just felt that it was terrible when it just was a ripple effect, how one person's life affected so many others, whether it was negative or positive. And I was just like, okay, so I'm like totally done with that. So I'm gonna briefly touch on the royal wedding. I don't know what's wrong with my phone. I think it's gonna die. I could not watch that all the way through. And I don't know, when I'm looking at, they just played this up so much. It was on our radio every day. The royal wedding, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, who's never going to be the king. And he's not going to be the king right now because there's color in there. It's not. He's going to be farly pushed away, just like her mother was farly pushed away, like it was segregation back in the time. The whites over here and the blacks over there. That was some old cold, terrible. I would not have been there. Separation. Nevertheless, so I'm thinking it's exciting. We're going to sit up here and watch them. They're going to have on the best of everything because this is royalty. And I felt like everybody was dowdy. I'm looking like this is so much money in the room. Like, I was looking up certain things because I like fashion. So I'm looking up different. Oh, Oprah Winfrey, let's see what kind of purse she got. Oh, I think that run about $1,000. Yes, it did. Okay. And it's just looking like, okay, but why you look old? Like, it's just, I was looking for a show. They made this big old presentation like you gotta watch it. Now I'm not gonna lie, I watched Princess Diana. That lady used to be sharp. I watched hers. I didn't really like her wedding dress, but I liked what she represented. She was outspoken. She was a martyr. She was very tech sharp. She was together. So I did like Princess Diana, but since then I just think it has gone downhill. Like, they came in, it was just like Easter Sunday. There you go. Easter Sunday at the Baptist church. How about that? Because I swear Oprah Winfrey had that same outfit she had on when she came to tell Harpo Daddy she was pregnant. That is what she had on when she stumped up that driveway. I was like, she is back, Miss Mosby. I see you, Miss Sophia. Miss Sophia. Ain't she pretty? She pretty? Ain't she that? No, that's what she looked like. I'm like, Oprah, come on. And I thought she was on Weight Watchers. She looked exactly the same. I'm like, Miss Sophia ain't lost no weight. She has not lost no weight. Good grief. Weight Watchers is not watching you. Nevertheless, I just felt like they made it seem like we was about to really watch something. It was not. I think they did him bold. I'm just saying. I just feel like if you sit back and watch that, it's nothing changed. I feel like it's something behind that. And I just would not want. I mean, she's a princess. I get it. Everybody wants to be a princess. But at what cost? Because her mother did not look happy and she was segregated. She was away. It was in the whites only section. She could not drink in the water fountain. She was not there. She was away. Did y'all see her though? I'm like, oh my God. So I'm just sitting here like, it was just cool. Like, I just can't believe people have set and scheduled their time around that. Like I listened to a radio show called Mojo in the Morning. And they were talking about how they weren't gonna come to work that day. And I'm sitting like, you're not gonna come to work to watch somebody you'll never know get married in this old ass church with these old ass clothes and these old ass people. Like, I don't, why are you doing that? Like, why are you just like so giddy? Like, you ain't, they don't even know you, and you're a commoner. If you went there, you like a peasant. Like, why are you worshiping these people? I'm just saying, like, what is this world coming to? We sitting up there watching somebody. It's like reality TV. I'm over it. Like, I'm so over it. Leangela, what you say? You told Harpo, yeah, and every time, I swear, every time Oprah go out, she just don't represent us. She just look like an old slave in everything she play in. I'd be like, oh my God, soon I will be done. Trouble. I mean, what? Just she is just tired. Like, stop. I don't know who made her our role model, but I don't want her as it. I just want somebody else. Like, I don't know. Not Oprah. Like, she is out of here. Like, you retire and you still on some BS. She is not for us. Oprah ain't been black in a long time. And seeing her in that outfit just let me know she is not black. And the only reference that she has to be in black is Miss Sophia. Don't like it. Nevertheless. Yeah, Mahalia Jackson. I just be sitting here like, this is the stuff that we watching on TV like every day. So now I'm going to talk about Star and Empire. I have one thing to say about Empire. I'm over it. Like, I thought they was going to cancel it. Like, I'm so tired of that storyline. It's just like, I'm over it. So I will fast forward to Star. And I watched both of those. I don't like what they represent, but I like the music. I'm not going to lie. I like the music. So I'm still thinking Star is killing Empire on the music because, you know, they playing that up. So I watched Star, and I'm not going to tell you guys, for those who haven't seen it or those who watch it, it's another Lee Daniels series, and it's about a up-and-coming group named Take 3. And they're constantly fighting and trying to make everybody but the girl in the group Star the lead singer. And I'm looking like everything this young lady is doing in this episode is making her stand out because it's about her. So why don't you just stop wasting our time and put the girl in the front, because you wouldn't have named the show after her if she wasn't going to be the lead. She has the best voice, and I'm just pumping it up because she is from Detroit, Michigan. She went to Marvin Winans Academy, and she is a phenomenal singer. Little white girl is hard as ever. So I just feel like stories like that, it's like, why you gotta make the person that's supposed to be the worst, or she from the bad side of the track, struggle so hard, and these rich people just get things thrown at them because one of the young ladies in the group whose father is played by Lenny Kravitz is rich, and he won't even give her no play. So it's just like, oh my God, it's like we being blue collar workers always have to take the scraps that's left over. I feel like they shouldn't glorify that. Like, why do they always got to make the hard worker be poor or come from the wrong side of the tracks, or just have a bad persona? That's, to me, it's a cop out. So I just compare the shows that we watch on regular TV to the ones that they always glorify, and they always make the person that's from the road side of the track strive so hard that they got to run up or do the most work. And I just like, why do we sit up and watch these things? I don't know. It's good entertainment. So those are just my thoughts on a few things. I just wanted to come back and chill for a few seconds and talk about those actual movies that were out, because I know a lot of people were saying that they were watching it and everybody was talking about it. If you have nothing to do and you just want to chill and feel sad, angry, and then left in the dark, go ahead and watch 13 Reasons Why. It's going to give you that same thing. 13 Reasons Why is going to leave you hanging, and it's going to leave you hanging. Other than that, guys, I'm gonna come back tomorrow, and it won't be me. Actually, it'll be my mom's panel, because you know it's Wednesday, so she comes on with the Wednesday noonday Chainbreaker episode. So I'm just gonna come in for a brief second and speak. It'll be her day. And then I'll come back on Thursday with an actual good topic. I'm thinking on how to spice up your relationship. I think that's high, since we talked about relationships and how to become more secure and communicate better. We'll talk about how to spice up your relationship. And a lot of times it don't cost no money. It's just some simple stuff that we can do. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I just wanted to stop by. I think I've been on for 20 minutes and my phone's gonna die. So I'm gonna sit back here and watch a little bit of more TV and doze off to sleep. So I'll see you guys tomorrow at noon, and thanks for stopping by.